Welcome to episode 122 of Beyond the Brick. I'm Joshua Hanlon.
And I'm Matthew Kay.
And this episode of Beyond the Brick is brought to you by Brickfest Live. Brickfest Live will be held at the Meadowlands Expo Center in New Jersey, July 11th through 13th. It is a public event with a focus on hands-on attractions such as the racetrack, where you can build and race your custom-built Lego Derby car down one of the 35-foot long tracks. More info can be found at brickfestlive.com, and I'll make sure to include a link to their website in the description of this video as well, so you can check out all the info you want on Brickfest Live. Now, joining us on the show tonight, we have Kyle Moore. You might know him on YouTube as mydifferentusername, and he is a Lego weapons builder. So it's really great to have you on the show, Kyle.
Oh yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
And if you just want to start off with a little bit of your history with Lego building, how you first started building.
Yeah, I guess I can start off from the basics beginning. As a little kid, I turned 5, so one of my birthday presents happened to be a Lego Star Wars set. They were pretty popular back then, and I could have sworn it was like one of the ones from like Episode 1. So, pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it got me completely into Legos and everything. I really just messed with the sets when I was a kid. I didn't really do custom building until later.
Okay, so you just kind of came in, and it was in the last couple of years that you kind of discovered a more the online, adult Lego community and started doing more custom builds, or how did that work?
Well, to be honest, when I did start doing this stuff, I wasn't even an adult. I mean, and I just kept going with it, and now I'm 19, and I'm doing all this stuff, and it's pretty cool, but I just didn't expect to really get to where I'm at today.
So it just kind of happened. There was no conscience like trying to accomplish something. You just kind of plotted ahead, and now you are where you are.
Yeah, that's kind of how it rolled.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'd be interested now. You post all of your builds on YouTube with videos to go along with them, showing off the different moving parts and stuff. How did you decide to go the YouTube route versus more like sharing photos online or something, or do you share photos as well as YouTube?
When it comes to the whole just sharing the builds online thing, at the time, I really did only mess around with YouTube because I always used to like watching videos and stuff, and no matter what, I would always end up on a video that says Lego, and it would say a normal gun like an M4A1, and I would see someone build it, and it made me think, it'd be actually kind of cool to make a video just like other people have in the past and put it on YouTube. But when it comes to other Lego sites, I had no idea that they even existed. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did, but I just didn't know about them at all to post on them.
Mm-hmm. So you just kind of started out with the YouTube thing yourself then. And now, did you have have much of a plan in mind, or you just, as you built more weapons, you enjoyed building, you just kept on building and posting more videos?
Yeah, it was really just for fun. I mean, it's still for fun. I shouldn't say it like that. But when I posted them, I was just really getting into this thing that I saw, and I noticed it was like an actual trend on YouTube. A lot of people did it, so I'm like, all right, I might as well try it out. If I knew anything about like mock pages or Flickr, I probably would have uploaded on those, but the whole aspect of doing the Lego movements meant I should do videos for them.
Mm-hmm. Now,
It's
is that
something that doesn't
something you
really lend
try
itself
to...
well to photographs.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably show off the rubber bands, but I'm not sure if that would be good enough.
Yeah.
Is that something you try to incorporate into a lot of your builds then, is the moving parts and stuff on the weapons?
Yeah, if it's one thing, I like to be known to like try to recreate these weapons with their actual functions, and even though almost all of them don't shoot, I did a pretty good job of getting some of them on there, at least, some of the functions. I've had crossbows in the past that I've actually made shoot, though.
Okay, so you have made some working weapons then. Have you ever run into any problems with actual shooting weapons? Anyone ever complained or anything like that about them?
Actually, yeah, a lot. there's always a trial and error. I mean, there could be a chance you pull the trigger and your projectile will actually go down range, or it just blows up the gun.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Now, definitely like to talk about a few of your builds here. I know you have, I think, a couple built with you that you can show to us. Is that right?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay, so if you just want to grab I think you have your latest build, your newest one that I was watching the video actually on YouTube earlier today. So if you want to show that to us now.
Yeah, sure. My latest build, as I move back. So, I'm not sure how well this is getting on the camera, but I can just move back. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is the MR28. It's the marksman rifle used in Call of Duty Ghosts, and this rifle is definitely pretty interesting. It has a lot of features to it that I actually did show off in the video, including this one. Not sure if you can see that.
Yeah, you got the laser sight on there.
There was a problem with the laser sight though, when I actually made the video. Apparently, it wasn't a laser sight. Everyone in the comment sections kept telling me it's a contour camera, and in my mind I'm going, why would they add that to a gun? what would be the purpose of adding a camera to a gun? But I ended up looking it up, and it's actually a real thing. For some reason, on the side rail, this isn't a laser sight, it's a camera. I don't know why.
So you can take pictures of what you're getting ready to kill, right?
Yeah. I guess if you want to, snap that photo onto Facebook, hey, guess whose head I just blew up today? There you go.
If you're into that kind of thing, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could get a little gory. So you want to show us a few of the best parts of your build there, then?
Some functions on it are at least standard on most rifles, like the magazine that comes out. And that stays in pretty well. And the charging handle, if you can see that, it's kind of blocking my view.
Yeah.
A retractable stock that's actually pretty sturdy. You can really put yourself up to it, and also move it back for longer length. And I'm just gonna keep that there because that's where I like it. As far as functions go, I guess the other thing that can work is I can actually flip down the sights, and if I grab this right here, the scope, I can put it on, and just like that, now there's a scope on the gun.
Wow.
Nice. So great added feature there. So then I'd be interested to hear. I know we've had builders like Nick Jensen on who does similar builds with Lego weapons, and it's always interesting to hear how they go for like sturdiness with still some functionality. So what's your strategy when you're building with that? Do you try to make it really sturdy so it's really hard to fall apart, or do you try to put a lot of functions in it?
Generally, sometimes functions can get in the way of its sturdiness. Like, have you ever seen an AK-47 with a not a side folding, but an under the grip folding stock? I'm not really sure what the term is. Anyway, something like that would be really not sturdy at all and could fall apart very easily. And that's where the functionality of the gun can really get in the way of it being sturdy or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'd imagine it depends on the build a lot then. Have you found that certain types of weapons are a lot easier than other kinds to make them stand longer?
If it's one thing, if there's like part of the design of a gun that really would make it impossible to shoot, because sometimes I hold these things in the most awkward angles whenever I reload them in the video, and if I'm not careful, they can snap apart. So sometimes if something is really fragile on it, I'd like to change it up a little bit or try to think of a better option to keep it from falling apart, because that can happen a lot on camera, and it's really annoying because it's hot here in Vegas.
Yeah, definitely. So now you mentioned that this is from Call of Duty Ghosts, I believe. Where else do you get inspiration for your weapons from? Is it all video games and things like that, or do you make historical weapons and stuff?
Most of the guns that I've actually made on the channel are video game related, and even though that might sound very I don't know. I guess cliche. I guess it's a really cliche thing. I have made a few videos that are actually historically accurate weapon. Just I built it because I knew it from, I don't know, maybe World War II or something like that. I've built a few guns from that, or just because it's a famous gun, like maybe like an M4. That's kind of it. I mean, basically, I get my inspiration from video games. You know, that's kind of it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, like you said, it's a little cliche, but there's so many video games out there with such an awesome array of weapons that it's hard not to look at a lot of them and want to build from a few of those video games. So that's understandable.
Yeah. I guess a few exceptions, actually, now that I think, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
I guess a few exceptions would be a gun from an actual video game that doesn't exist, and it only is from the video game. So, alright.
Yeah, that's true. Now, you have another build there as well, right? That you can show us another one of your latest builds?
Yeah, and believe it or not, this one's video game related. Alright. Just gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Kind of curious to see if you guys would know this one or not.
I don't think so, but I have to confess I'm not very familiar with video game weapons either. So
that's fine. This happens to be the assault rifle 1960 from the new game Wolfenstein: The New Order that just came out.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that game, but I'm not familiar with the weapon. So that's an interesting color. Is that kind of orange and black then? Is the main colors in that?
Yeah. In the game, it's basically supposed to be the newer version of the assault rifles that they use in game. So this one is actually a video game gun. It doesn't exist in real life. So there's that exception.
Okay, so that's one that's just in a video game. Now, is there a lot of moving parts on this one as well?
On this one, I don't really think there's a lot to it. There's the charging handle, which I'm not really proud of the charging handle. It's very weak. I'm pretty sure you can't even hear that.
We can hear that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, still, you should really hear it. It also does come with a magazine as well, and it's a pretty thick one. It holds 45 rounds. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, all my guns, they all have moving triggers. I forgot to mention that.
Okay, so that's something you incorporate in all of them?
Yeah, it's a very standard thing. Also right here, this foregrip actually does fold up into like a handguard. So there you go. Besides that, that's kind of it.
That's really nifty. Yeah, that's cool how that you incorporate the moving parts there. Have you ever had, obviously shooting all these videos for the YouTube channel, have you ever had any major disasters with the guns falling apart or something in the middle of a video?
Yes. Go look up Lego Famous from Black Ops 1. At the end, the gun blows up.
I'd imagine that's not the greatest feeling after you've taken the time to do the build and the video and then have it all fall apart.
Well, yeah, you do see my reaction in the video. I'm just stunned.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure to look that one up, but yeah, I'd imagine it's tough to have that happen, but I'm sure you get to put back together and move on then with a new weapon.
Yeah, it all works out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move back forward now.
I know Lego weapons building is definitely somewhat controversial in the Lego community for sure. I know there's debate been going on for years whether people should build Lego guns with Lego bricks. Now, have you gotten a lot of negative feedback on the weapons you build?
Not per se, because a lot of people happen to be gun enthusiasts, or probably kids whose parents own guns, so they're most likely around them a lot and they're really used to them. They don't really see them as a thing. But I do know about Lego's history of not really liking war or anything gun related. So I don't think I've really gotten any hate or anything for making them, but I just know for a fact that Lego strongly dislikes when people do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever gotten any cease and desist letters?
I don't think so. Or if I did, I probably ignored them. I don't know.
Very nice.
That's always one solution to letters like that. Just ignore them, I guess. But yeah, that's interesting though, because I guess I would have thought with the a lot of the people in the adult community at least that I think are probably fairly vocal against weapons and stuff. You might have gotten a little more negative feedback, but I know there are a lot of people like you said out there who are just general firearms fans, video game fans and stuff. So I'm sure they appreciate the weapons as well.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I grew up in a house. My family, we don't own guns. We really don't. Like, I don't even know where this love came from, but it just did. I don't. Is that weird to say? I think it is.
I think it makes sense though, because I mean, you're not really building replica firearms. It's like video games, stuff like that. So it's not like you're glorifying a firearm in of itself. It's just like everything associated with them, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not like I'm actually going outside pretending these are firearms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess that. So you do have that interesting part of it as well. Now, one other thing that, as far as your future builds, then, do you have any more video game builds planned or more historical builds? Do you map that out very far in the future?
If it's one thing, I almost feel like I do too many video game builds, but that's just because that's where I get the inspiration from it. But lately, I've been getting a lot of comments saying, "Oh, he only makes the guns from the games so he can get the views from people who actually play the games." Apparently, that's a thing. I didn't even know that. If you build a gun from the game, you would figure you would put its title in the thing. I mean, you wouldn't make a Titanfall weapon and then just have the weapon's name. You would want to put Titanfall in the title.
I mean, with YouTube, views is all that matters, right? Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even want to do it for the views. I just wanted to really just show off my builds. I mean, I don't even know how I got here. I really don't.
It's respectable.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really great. But of course, YouTube commenters, being what they are, will twist that and I'm sure give their own opinions as much as they want. But that is really nice. So then, are you trying to do less video game builds, or are you still focusing on those?
I mean, it's not really like I'm trying, but I really wish people wouldn't see it as only does it for the views. Like my next gun that I was planning on building, which I might as well say since we're already talking about future builds, I was planning on building the sawn-off shotgun from the new Battlefield Hardline game. I thought it looked really cool, and I figured I showed it off because I haven't made a double barrel in 2 years.
Hmm. Yeah, so that would be a pretty cool build there. Yeah, that'd definitely be interesting to see. But I'm sure you'd get similar comments on that as well. So you can't please everybody, but yeah, I would just stick to what you enjoy. If you like the video game builds, obviously people like them as well.
Yeah, if it's one thing, I need to really find a unique gun that's from history in order to kind of fulfill people's needs. Because if it's one thing, I don't upload as much as I used to because now I'm like, I got a job, I got school and other stuff, and if it's one thing, I just really like making videos. Making videos is so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely agree with you. Obviously, with the YouTube show here and our convention coverage and everything, it is a lot of fun to make these videos that we do. So I can definitely see where you're coming from there. Now, another thing that I was going to ask you about is, as far as sourcing your pieces for these weapons, have you found that Bricklink, or where do you find works best to get a lot of your pieces for these?
When I first got to the point where I'm going, oh no, I don't have any more Legos, I better order them. I just went to the Lego store and I went into like one of the sections where you can order bricks, but lately it was way too expensive and stuff. So luckily Nick Brick, he did talk about how he does go to Bricklink, and then I started using it, and it's a really nice source to really get specific pieces. Like Bricklink definitely helped out with actually this video right here. This one right here, I mean, I had to wait a really long time because I had to order a few pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Bricklink is a great source. Have you found that you order a lot of a certain kind of piece for a lot of your builds? Are there a lot of maybe Technic or something for support that you use in a lot of your builds?
Uh, sometimes Bricklink doesn't have a lot of pieces that I usually order in. Like one where I had to make an exception. I had to redesign the stock of the gun just so I could get it to work. So yeah.
Mm. It can be tough to find pieces on there sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, another interesting thing would be if you had a dream Lego set, what would it be? Now, I'm sure, like we mentioned earlier, Lego does not always appreciate the weapons and everything. So, if it's something related to that, I'm not sure if it would ever happen. But do you have a weapon-related Lego build that you'd like to see someday?
I like to in the future be able to make a life-size M1 Abrams tank out of Lego.
That would be a dream Lego build for you. That would be quite parts intensive.
That would be amazing if I even had the time to do that. I would love to do that though. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
that
already thinking
would be a really interesting build for sure. Seeing a life-size Lego tank. I don't think, as far as I can remember, I don't think anyone's ever built a life-size Lego tank. You see vehicles every once in a while, like cars and trucks and stuff, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember going to Lego World and seeing the life-size dinosaurs. I remember going online seeing the not the life-size pencil, the big one.
Mhm.
And I know which car you're talking about too, like the vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So making a tank would be cool, but I don't think that it'd be possible, you know?
Yeah, at least not with the blessing from Lego official supplying pieces and things for a tank. I don't think you could get them to do that. But
Yeah.
that could be tough in the long run. Now, do you have an all-time favorite build that you have done? I know you've obviously posted a lot of builds over on YouTube over the years. Do you have one that really stands out as your favorite?
Um, I mean, I like a lot of my builds. I mean, there are only really some that I just absolutely hate, and I just want to get it online so I could just destroy it. But I think my favorite one had to be building the full arsenal from Team Fortress 2 Spy. I mean, that was pretty fun. That wasn't just one weapon. I made like a whole collection of them. Made like 5 items in one video, so that was pretty cool to make and do and just everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing that video when you posted that. I think it had, did it have like a bazooka in it? Was that one of them?
That one's the soldiers full
Okay.
arsenal. The
Okay.
spy, like if you played Team Fortress 2, he's the one with the oh my god, I can't even think of it. It's in my mind. Oh, the ballad song.
Mhm.
The I don't know what it's called. This is my brain farting all over the place because I just can't remember it. Isn't that great?
So that was that okay, so that I was mixed up then. That's the soldier one. The spy one is the one you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
Oh,
yeah,
butterfly knife. Sorry, I just remembered it.
there you go. So that's the one from the spy one then. So that's really cool. So you've got a lot of, do you build many sets of weapons like that from video games, or is it mostly just single weapons?
Uh, so far, the TF2 weapons that I've been building lately have been just whole arsenal things. I've thought of doing this for like Battlefield, like doing like a rifle, pistol, and whatever. But making it from Team Fortress 2 is just a lot more fun because the game is fun. I've played it; it's definitely enjoyable. But when it comes to making multiple items for one video, I don't think I could really do that with any other series besides Team Fortress 2.
Mm, that's true. Well, it sounds like you've got some awesome stuff planned in the future then. And do you want to give people the best place to keep up to you? Is it your YouTube page, or do you have Twitter or Facebook or anything like that that people can follow?
Yeah, I have like tens of thousands of people on YouTube going on my different username. Then I have Facebook and Twitter. There's like a few hundred.
Okay, so you do have that as well. People can keep up to date with your latest things there, but definitely, obviously, subscribing to your YouTube page would be the best place.
Um, as far as content, yes. On Facebook and Twitter, I do a few small things here and there. I just uploaded a funny pic on Twitter the other day, and that was about it. So as far as it comes to getting the builds up, YouTube's the best option.
Hmm. So yeah, definitely I encourage you to subscribe to Kyle's YouTube page. He's got a lot of really great builds posted over there. Check out all the videos. He does really great in-depth videos on each of his builds and a lot of cool stuff to look forward to in the future as well. So it was great having you on the show, Kyle. We appreciate you talking with us.
Thanks, Joshua.
No problem. And I encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube page here at Beyond the Brick as well. We'll be posting more videos from Brick World Chicago over the next month here, and you can keep up to date with all our latest episodes as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.